Good morning time for Fellowship fans. We are currently at South Shore Park here in Milwaukee doing a park cleanup. We're going to probably try to grab some random interviews, maybe even with some ladies that are here today, and we'll see what we get.
Loosen up your ties and roll up your sleeves. It's time for Fellowship with Matt and Andrew. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the Grand Lodge of Wisconsin or any other Grand Lodge or any appended body.
Are you having fun picking up garbage this morning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Walk and walk normal.
Come on, we can keep walking and picking up garbage.
Yes.
Yeah. You out here picking up garbage with Uncle Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Do you got a grabber and a bucket?
No. And that's finding some garbage to pick up.
Yeah, you're finding garbage to pick up?
Yeah.
Making your mom carry the garbage, aren't you?
Are you keeping the park nice and clean?
Yep.
Here's O.
Oh. What?
Can you get that one?
Get it.
Almost.
Oh, you could.
Almost.
During the course of this park cleanup here, Andrew's off somewhere. We'll get him on the show at some point, but right now I got brother Ethan Klima with me. He's currently the junior steward at Lake Lodge. And why do you think it's important that we get out here and do stuff like this in our community and do these park cleanups and stuff like that?
Well, one, it's the parks are mainly for all the kids, so getting all this garbage for all like the younger kids out of here is really good. You don't got to worry about them walking around because they're always putting stuff in their mouths and stuff.
Right.
That's
a
never
good
a
point,
good thing.
actually.
But also, I just don't like to see the garbage. I like to see the nice green stuff. I'm not really from the city. I like more country stuff, and the parks were like my escape in the city to go to. So I don't want to see garbage all over them. And
No,
so this is just like a really. Yeah, this is relaxing. Garbage isn't relaxing.
Right. No, those are some valid reasons, and I mean, I think it's a good and simple way to give back to your community. Anybody listening from Milwaukee County, feel free to reach out to me because these are super simple to set up with the county, and you can get free supplies from some places, and it's just an easy event to do and a good way to spend a couple hours on a Saturday morning, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah. And even with the gloomy weather we're having, it's still comfortable outside.
Right. Yeah.
It's
It's better than being sunny right now because I'm still sweating even though it's overcast. So
I was gonna say I'm comfortable because the sun's not beating on me all day right now. I work outside all day, so when the overcast is out, I'm a happy person.
Right. I agree. All right. Well, thanks for stopping on for a minute. I will let you get back to it, and I'm gonna keep chasing people around and making sure they don't need waters or garbage bags or anything else, and making them be on the podcast at the same time.
All right, sounds good.
I was able to catch up with my co-host and get him on the show for a minute here.
I'd snuck down so far down the path, I was almost in the next beach.
Holy cow.
Down. This lady came up, though, and she was like, thank you so much, thank you. She goes, now, over on the next beach, there's a lot of trash. But in my head, I realized that's outside of our jurisdiction.
It's a different park.
Yeah, but it's also a good park to consider for maybe next year.
Yeah, one that was right in between your feet there.
Love picking up ciggy butts.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that we're doing different parks. I mean, we did Humboldt last year. We're at South Shore Park this year, but I'm going to get back to it, and I'm going to actually kind of interview you for once.
Okay.
So why do you think it's important that we get out here and do these type of like park cleanups or other community events like this?
So I not only think it is a good way to be seen in the community, so people can remember you exist and that you are working towards the betterment of not only yourselves but the community, but I also think there's a fulfilling aspect to it where, like, when you have a mission as brothers to go out and do something good for, especially within driving distance of your lodge, it feels like you're actually making a difference in the community, which I think pays in corn, wine, and oil. So it's just a good thing to do, and I think it just feels good all around.
That's a solid answer. I'm in total agreement there, and I feel like the visibility is a bonus of this. I mean, I know personally for me, it like makes me feel good about being out here and doing it. And then also it, as we go back to gardening there and we're identifying random wildflowers by the beach.
I've been identifying so many flowers.
Lost my train of thought there for a minute.
Is this a native? Oh, musk thistle.
But
neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel like the visibility is a bonus. I like the fact that we're doing this as like a family-friendly event because I think, especially for like you and I with young children, it starts instilling. I mean, yours is too little yet, but I know Zoe's having a blast using the grabber and picking up garbage, and I feel like I'm able to instill that sense of community service in her already, and like, you know, don't litter, pick up your garbage, that kind of stuff. Everything that goes into this, all valuable lessons for her to learn at almost 4 years old.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, when you think about it, like one of the things that Freemasonry offers its members is a sense of community. And I think when you start to leave the lodge a little bit and start to actually participate in your greater community, it just opens up that wine a little bit more to, you know, be like, hey, you're not just hidden away, sequestered in your little community. Like, you actually are a part of the greater community. And I think that also it's a good thing to teach at a young age, to be like, take pride in your community and take part in trying to make it a better place to live.
Right.
I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. And I mean, on a different note, kind of unrelated, we're talking about bringing some of the values that we talk about in lodge out into the community, right? You know? And I think there's something to be said for putting in a little bit of work to make your community better or cleaner, making you a better person yourself, just like, you know, because you get some time to inwardly reflect, like, why am I out here doing this, and, you know, why aren't more people out here doing this, and, you know, stuff like that, and why do people just throw garbage everywhere?
I think the fastest way to learn to not be a litter bug is to pick up litter for long enough, because then, like, so when I was a gardener, speaking of this, I'm picking up a cigarette butt. When I was a gardener, on any rainy day, I had to spend 6 hours just picking up cigarette butts under the library. And so when I smoked cigarettes, I would never litter them on the ground, because I knew how much it adds up, and how much of a pain and how disgusting it is.
Right.
And how it took hours just pick. Occasionally they'd let me drive. Oh my gosh, cigarette butts.
They're everywhere over
They
here.
would let me drive this, like, you ever watch the
one right there.
Teletubbies?
No.
Well, there's this, like, the vacuum person who vacuums stuff. They let me drive one of those around.
Oh, right on.
Like a big vacuum cart. But usually I had to do it with a pick stick and by hand.
Right.
And I think it instills a good value at a young age to be like, don't
litter.
litter.
Yeah. No, that's a good call. All right, well, I'll let you kind of get back to it, even though we've been walking and doing it at the same time. You got another one over here. But I'll let you get back after it and go try to find another guest.
Cool. Have fun.
We have worshipful brother Paul Larson, current junior grand steward now. Congratulations.
Thank
on
you
that,
very much.
by the way, and
Thanks.
Welcome back to the podcast for a second time.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
This time, Andrew's not an hour and a half late.
It's nice when you're on time.
Little less sweaty than the last time we got together.
I don't know about that. It's pretty muggy.
It is muggy. Yeah, it is.
All right. So, Paul, why do you feel like it's super important for us to get out in the community and do this kind of stuff?
It's part of what we do. It's who we are as Freemasons, to be out in the community, supporting our communities, cleaning up, taking care of people. It's one of the things why we join these organizations.
I think it's great that not only does it put a good face on the fraternity, but I think it also puts a good face on the brothers to themselves as well. I think it just teaches a good lesson. So have you been traveling around with the Grand Lodge this year doing a bunch of these types of outreach programs?
As much as I can, yeah. There's a lot of them going on throughout the state, which is great. You know, Masons out in the communities, being active, being visible, being relevant. So to be able to travel around the state, being asked to come around the state to do this kind of stuff, it's a blessing, and it's been an honor. It's fun to hang out with guys from all over the place, and to do these outreach programs where, you know, we're all here wearing Masonic shirts. Everybody's got Wisconsin Freemasonry or Lake Lodge shirts or whatever the case may be. So the people in this area know that we are here.
Excellent. Yeah, I would agree. I think that's great. And, you know, I know I'm enjoying sweating and helping pick up garbage a little bit this morning.
Yeah, I'm having a great time, even though I think there's 100% humidity it's an interesting vibe for sure. But yeah, I think it's awesome. Like, I always say that, like, one of the best ways to bond with people is like when you have to even a mundane task, like you just do a task together, like you get down to work on something. So like, it's not only a good opportunity to help the community, but it's a good opportunity for brotherly love between, you know, especially with you traveling around, just meet all these cool people and go get to work.
The fellowship that you have when you do events like this, when you do projects like this, you're right. You get to be out in the community and do a good project, but you also get to further that bond with brothers that you don't see in Lodge every day. So it's great to be able to make those kind of friendships and connections. And every Mason that I've seen that travels to other lodges always loves this part. The fellowship is great.
Excellent. Perfect. I think that's a great place to leave it and grab our next guest.
Sure.
Thanks,
good.
Paul.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we're back on with a very special guest. We have Most Worshipful Grand Master Jeff Schoenfeld joining us today. He's out getting his hands dirty. How's
Right.
it going?
Great, brothers. How are you?
Good. So we've been asking everybody, why do you think it's important that Masons get out in the community and do community service like this?
Oh, it shows that we want to be a part of the community and make a difference in the community. It's not just about sitting back and talking about making a difference. It's about actually putting the sweat equity out there and demonstrating, not just to ourselves, but to others, that we care, we're invested, and we want to make that difference.
Makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, I think it's just a great opportunity. I know we talk a lot over the last couple of years about being relevant, right?
Right.
I think it adds a relevance piece for sure, but also I think it gives some people something to take pride in as well as a Mason.
Well, right.
To say, like, I'm not just sitting here wearing funny costumes and, doing our thing. Like, we're actually out in the community giving back to the places that we live, which I think is a huge impact.
Well, exactly. And we've got like 20 guys out here today. I think we've gotten well over a dozen, maybe 24 people just come up to us and thank us for picking up the trash, going through and actually trying to beautify and keep beautiful Milwaukee. So I think that's a really cool thing to do.
No, I would agree. It's excellent to be out here. It's excellent with the farmers market going
Right,
on.
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people in the park today seeing us out here. So I think that's a beautiful byproduct of what we have going on today. It just, the stars aligned on that one.
Right.
So, and thank you very much for coming down. It brought a little more press and got a couple more people to come out today. So we appreciate that. Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first time we've had a sitting Grand Master on the podcast.
Really?
It is. It is indeed.
We're making history today.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time, Jeff. We'll let you get back to working for a little bit longer here because we got a little bit more time.
And thank you for leading from the front on this one and coming out and getting your hands dirty, because I think it sets a great example for the brothers all around the state.
Right. Well, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to serve. But more importantly, I want to all of your listeners as well too. As we're doing our staff meetings around the state, we're going to have a devoted community service time at each of those locations. So Madison, Brookfield, and Green Bay. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to show that it's not just the lodges who are rolling up their sleeves and getting the work done. It's also the Grand Lodge officers too. So any other Mason is welcome to come and join us. We'll have probably 3-4 different options that they can do. We'll give them a free lunch afterwards. So we'd love to see the brothers come out in full force and really kind of underscore what we're doing in all these communities.
Excellent. Love that idea, and I look forward to getting more details on those. Thanks again, Jeff. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So next up, we have Brother Ethan Rosenlund, the junior deacon at Lake Lodge, who came out here for today's park cleanup as well. One of the 20 people we have out here doing this, which is great. Thanks for coming out this morning. Thanks for being on the show again.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
So why do you think it's so important that we get out and do these kinds of events where we're giving back to our community?
I think it's important for us to be out here because it teaches us to care about our community. It's important that we be out here giving back to our community because we are our community.
Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, it's actually a really good way to look at it. Yes, most of us, we sit back and we think about it and we're like, yeah, let's go give back to the community. And I don't know if we ever consider the fact that we're giving back to ourselves at the same time, right? Because we are part of that community.
But it's always just nice to see a park clean, little bits and bobs of trash here and there can really help to make just a more beautiful place to be.
Excellent. And it, keeps some of the bug population down when you get all that trash out of the way. So that's always a good thing. So, well, thanks for popping on for a quick hitter. I won't keep you too long. My daughter's apparently decided to crash out, so I finally have some equipment I can use because she's ready to just play on the playground and not pick up any more trash. So I'm going to actually get after it with you guys now. So thanks for being on again, Ethan.
All right, thanks for having me.
Up we have worshipful brother Jeff Thiele, who's been a many-time guest of the podcast at this point and is current worshipful master of Lake Lodge. What did you think this morning? I think we had a good turnout for this.
Oh yeah, super good turnout. We increased our numbers of volunteers from last year. I hope that whoever hears this comes out and volunteers and the numbers keep increasing for next year. We're out here doing great things. Everyone's got at least a half a bucket full, if not more.
Right.
Cleaning up the park, it's a good thing. And I mean, look at all the rest of the people here for the farmers market, right?
Yeah.
And they can see us out here. They see that Freemasons are still relevant and out here doing good works in the community, not just Lake, but Freemasons all around. You can't beat it. I wish the weather was nicer, but
I mean, can't really complain. The rain has held off for us. It's a little humid though.
Yeah.
But at least it's not humid with the sun beating down on us.
that's true.
You know, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse. That's right. So
It is still. I'm a hot, sweaty mess though, because that humidity is
yeah,
just.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too. But yeah, overall good day. You know, I can't complain. We got some Grand Lodge representation out here too. That was good. I'm glad to see them out here doing it. And I got 1.85 miles in according to Apple.
Nice.
So,
I'm probably somewhere around there myself, just having walked around a whole bunch. But well, awesome. Thanks for supporting this event as Worshipful Master, and you know.
well, I felt it important. I mean, you did it last year and started it off. I felt it important to keep going with it, and you did a good job organizing everything and getting all of our supplies for today. So I appreciate it on behalf of the lodge. And
Thank you.
you know, when you think about it, Matt, Puddlers isn't but a couple of blocks away from here where Lake Lodge started. So it just feels fitting that we should be here at this park a couple of blocks away from where Lake Lodge started, taking care of our community here. So
I agree.
Good call on picking this park today.
Thanks. It was Andrew's suggestion actually when I was trying to decide where to go this
I'll
year.
still give you the credit though.
Fair enough. Well, thanks for jumping on the podcast for a minute, Jeff.
For sure.
Great day of park cleaning up.
Yeah, productive. Humid, hot, but still a perfect day to be out here with the farmers market going on behind us and all that good stuff. Good turnout.
Kids had fun. Yeah, we had like 20 guys cleaning up the park for a couple hours.
Multiple lodges.
Got a good amount of trash. Grand Lodge representation. So yeah, I'm going to put a check mark on this and say it was a successful event.
I think it's a successful event and a great way to show our community and how good it is. And I don't know if Jeff had mentioned when you're talking with them, we are so close to our ancestral home at Puddlers Hall where our lodge originally met. You can almost imagine our brothers from bygone era walking on these same paths to go home from work or to lodge. So it's nice to be out here cleaning it generations later.
And who knows, maybe they were out here helping clean it up too back then. So, you know, before it was really a park, but you still have the shoreline of the lake and everything else, you know, so they might have been out here doing some work.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's great to be out here and talk with such good brothers and get some fellowship and do some hard work.
Excellent. I think that's a good place to leave it. Everybody have a great day. Make sure you're following us on socials. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us at timeforfellowship@gmail.com.
And you can always join us on Discord as well.
Oh, yeah, Discord as well. Have a good one.
Take
Good one,
care.
everybody.